It seems like I've been very focused on two specific lessons this past week. They kind of overlap with one another. One of the biggest things I've been learning is to allow people to receive their karma. Let people receive the karma that is meant for them. And by karma, I don't necessarily mean some sort of payback or blackmail or whatever. It can be a positive thing too. But for me, it seems like I continuously put myself in this position of like, I know what's best for you, or I know what trajectory you're on, so I'm going to give you advice from my perspective that can maybe bring you more ease on your journey. And I don't know, I've taken on this responsibility of I want to see the people around me do the best that they can, or at least in my terms, what best means for them. And that doesn't always align with the person that this other individual wants to become, or what they're ready to face in their life. There are a few people in my circle that I have noticed that I've been really adamant on expressing either my needs or, I don't know, just trying to be a gentle guide depending on the situation that I see them in. When people disagree with my perspective, or they don't move on in the way that I wish them to, I have noticed that I get really bitter. It's kind of like frustration, but I think bitter is the best word to put it. Like, I feel this kind of sour feeling of like I have taken my time and my energy to want to have a conversation with you and to, I don't know, just show that I care. And I guess the way that I have been showing that I care is that I'm like trying to light a way for you. And the thing is, these people aren't obligated to go on the path that I give them. You know what I mean? So it's something that I've observed in myself, that instead of giving all these people my energy and my thoughts and my ideas, why am I not turning that around and giving it to myself? All of these things that I'm putting outwards, I could be filling my vessel with, and I could be really just shining and glowing at a much bigger scale, like at a faster rate. And I think I've been doing that this week. I've been not shutting myself off, but like retracting my advice, retracting my words when I can tell that the person on the other end isn't prepared to hear it, or isn't even asking me for it, you know? I think unless people ask you for your advice, I don't think they want it. And I think even if you're coming from a place of love and care and adoration for this other person, if they're not asking you for advice, they're not ready for advice. They're happy in whatever position they're in. They're comfortable with the consequences that they have given themselves, and they're not ready to do something different. And I think that needs to be respected. You need to respect them and their life choices and being able to see them as a full person. And you also need to respect yourself in knowing that some people just don't want to hear what you have to say. And it's not something that is negative, it's just, it is what it is. And you gotta respect yourself enough to take that energy you were putting on the other person and give it back to you. Because you do want the advice that you're putting out there. And sometimes I'm someone who does this. I have noticed that the advice I give others is a projection of maybe where I want to be in life, or the things I would do and say if I were me in their position. But the thing is, I am not them in their position. They are themselves in that position. I think if I were to grow up with the same thoughts, the same beliefs, witnessing the same experiences, having the same relationships around me, I would respond the same way that they are responding. So, I don't know, I've just been letting people do their thing, letting situations roll out as they must. And it has given me a level of peace that I have been searching for a little bit now. And now it feels like when I lay down to rest, I can actually rest. Because I'm not putting out all of these bits and pieces of me into other people and expecting all of those parts to be nourished. I have called back every bit of myself, and it now rests here in this body, and I can give it the nutrients it needs because I know what I need at all times. And the people around me should know what they need at all times, and if they don't, then that's their problem. That's the lessons that they have to learn. And I've also noticed it's a little bit selfish of me to assume that I can be some sort of saint in other people's lives or some sort of savior. Because who am I? I don't know, I'm kind of getting deja vu. I feel like I've talked about this before. But who am I to say what your position is in your life, or to tell you how to move forward? I don't know what lessons you came here to learn. I don't know what was in your past lives, or I don't know. I really believe that everyone who comes down to this planet is destined for whatever destiny they have given themselves. And it's only the individual that knows that. So how can I step in and say, actually, you're living your life wrong. Let me help you fix that. It's not a means of fixing. It's not a means of healing. We all have the tools necessary to heal ourselves and to uplift ourselves and to get ourselves out of anything that we deem as uncomfortable or unnecessary. The only power I have in anyone's life is to live for myself and to make the most authentic choice for myself and to nurture myself to the highest degree so that best case scenario, I can be an example for others. They can see me and they can review the decisions I've made for myself and kind of use me as a template of like, oh, she is living an authentic life, she is living true to herself, and she feels very successful and fulfilled. What are the choices I need to make that are authentic to me so that I can do the same? And in letting go of all of this weight of responsibility that isn't actually mine, I have been able to see the world as an observer, see relationships develop as an observer, not necessarily expecting them to go a certain way or wishing them to do whatever my thoughts want them to do. I'm just letting everything be, and it seems like so many coincidences are happening around me now, and so many miracles are occurring because I'm giving it the space to occur. And the thing is, these miracles were around me this whole time. Like, all of these frequencies were within me this whole time. I just needed to take a step back and kind of let go of this grip that I had out of like fear that something was going to happen against my will, or I don't know, just like a mindset based off of past traumas. And this week I realized, like, no, I don't have to think with that same mindset anymore, because those traumas are gone. I'm a new person. I've evolved. I've healed. Like, the child version of me would be so proud of where I am. She would be in awe. Like, she would be so starstruck that I'm doing this right now, that I'm sitting in my backyard talking in a microphone, like, not caring about anyone's opinion. That I would pass out if my child self could see me now. Like, my child self would pass out and, I don't know, just cry tears of joy. I'm so proud and I feel so accomplished of who I am. So who am I to live in fear? And who am I to tell other people what to do with their life? Y'all live your life and I can live mine, and we can coexist and be happy together. And if we're not happy together, then we can part ways, and that's fine. Yeah. Damn, that was really like a dump. I was going at it. I feel like I channeled something. I don't know. But I think that's all for today. I think for the rest of the day, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I just got up from a nap. Maybe I'll do something tonight, maybe not. Either way, life is good. I'm excited for the future to come. I feel very open in my present. And I think that's all I can ask for. So, okay. I'll see you guys. Bye.